Hey there, welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Let's have some fun with metallic foils. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that this is a technique that I enjoy a lot. But now we're gonna get ready for fall. So we're not only gonna make this beautiful pumpkin centerpiece wreath that you can hang on your wall, but I'm gonna show you a few more bonus crafts and you're not gonna wanna miss it. So stay tuned towards the end. All right, so you're gonna get those foam pumpkins, and you know what? You're gonna have to get a sharp knife. This isn't gonna be real easy, but you're gonna get these pumpkins. I got mine from Hobby Lobby, but several places sell them online. I'm gonna take that stem out. So I went and I got a bigger knife, and I started to cut this in half. So the neat part about this craft is that you can make two of these wreaths in one pumpkin. So it's a really versatile craft, and it's really fun. So as you can see, I went upstairs and got an even longer knife, and we get through this and we get it cut in half. So here's the warning. You must be careful. You must promise me that you will be very careful, because I do not want you cutting yourself while you do this. I did not cut myself. I was good and it came together. But I think I want to invest in one of those like styrofoam cutters. I need to look at one of those the next time I'm in Hobby Lobby. So then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to just kind of trace out a part, because I want to kind of open the top of our pumpkin up just a little bit. Again, you're going to cut that part out, and then that way you have somewhere to put your beautiful florals and greenery that you have picked out. And we're going to, of course, use some fall colors. And I'm going to take out a little bit more here, but it's pretty simple and easy to go. This is messy. I'm just telling you, it's messy. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to get some felt because you want to put this on the back of your wreath when you're done. I would have not drawn so much on this, because you'll understand when we get to the end, but you're going to cut that out and save for later, okay? So it's pretty much simple. So you don't want to, do all of this that I did, but I'll explain that here in a bit. So we're going to get Artistic Studio foils, and I have their I guess the medium, the glue part that gets everything to stick. And you're going to put a nice coverage over your pumpkin base. And I soon figured out that I enjoyed the brush versus the sponge. Now, isn't that foil beautiful? Now, this is going to take a little bit of time. You're going to let your adhesive sit for about an hour. It was a little cold in my studio, so I needed to let it sit a little bit longer, and I'll explain why. So you're going to just kind of simply put it on your surface. You can do this on furniture, wood, metal, all sorts of different things. If you want to kind of jazz up maybe something that you already have, and maybe just want to make it look so much nicer and maybe give it a little facelift without buying a new product, these artistic foils are great. And I have all the links down in the description box below. Make sure you use my coupon code. I'll have it on the screen right here for you. So as you can see, we're going to put it all on our wreath here, or our pumpkin. It's going to turn into a wreath. And then I just cut out the excess, because I'm going to use that as well. We're not going to let this go to waste. Because this is a curved surface, you're going to have a few parts that might not get down on the surface, so we'll have to go back and put our foil on top of there. So we're doing the top, and make sure that you get it all. And then we're going to get a brush. So I've used several different things. I've used this hand brush that I'm going to show you here in a moment. I've used those little scrub daddies. Those work really well, and you're just going to rub it on the outside of your metallic foils. And what this will do is it will create a bond to whatever surface you're using this on. So that's really just a very good, gives you some exercise, let's be honest, but it's just going to give us a really beautiful look. So one of the things that I noticed with this, because I was putting this on a cut edge, I had to be really careful when I took this foil off. So just keep that in mind. And then you're going to go back and you're going to start peeling this away, and you're going to be really, really easy with it, because again, that's when the pumpkin fell behind my little desk. So did you like that little piece there for you? But as you can see, as I'm peeling it away, I might have to, you know, use my finger to rub it in a little bit, and then it comes off and leaves a beautiful print on our pumpkin. Isn't she pretty? Now, there are a few spots. Now, as you can see, you see that white spot? I feel like I put a little bit too thick of the adhesive on some of this stuff, and then matching it, it's kind of cold in my basement, and so it just needed some more time to kind of dry. You want it to be tacky, you don't want it to be wet, because then your foils are not going to adhere to it. So I let this sit a little bit longer, and then I just went back over with some of the foil that I cut away, because there was still obviously some of the print on that, and we just wanted to use it all. One of the things that I liked about this project is it gave it kind of like an antique look, and I really enjoy that. So let's get ready for the second part. Now, you're going to grab any of your favorite florals. A lot of these came from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I would have cut those little carnation, whatever those are called, a little bit longer, but we're going to use our glue pot here, and I just wanted to kind of go through and just show you what we're doing. Okay, so now that we have all of the different florals and greenery that I want to use, I'm going to dip it in to my glue pot here, and we're going to start adding it into that part we cut on our form here, as you can see. And we're going to start with the background a little bit. We're going to start with some greenery. You can do whatever you want. You could get leaves, but have fun with it. I always tell you guys that I'm not a professional florist. I pretend like I am one on TV, right? But this is where I was like, man, I really wish I had cut those little, I don't know if those are really carnations or maybe marigolds. I wish I'd cut those a little longer, but you know, can't go back and change time. And then I like the little mauve kind of like goldenrod that I have there, but I'm just going to have fun with it. And that's what I want you to do. So I have some of these leaves. I believe I got these at Michael's as well. And I always like some type of leaf that's going to drape or kind of give the effect of draping. So really, you know, you don't have to do it the same way I did. I'm using a pick that I got last year at Hobby Lobby of a, what are those called? I have them in my backyard and I can't think of the name right now, but if you can think of the name, leave it down in the comments below. But as you can see, this really starts to kind of shape and form and just makes a really pretty different type of wreath for your front door. And you know what? If you have double doors, this is the perfect project for you, because one of these foam pumpkins I got at Hobby Lobby for like $5. So it's pretty economical too. And I know how many of you guys have fall flowers and kind of have a fall stash in your storage. You know, you've got some crafts that you'd like to get rid of some of all the little odds and ends. And I think this would be a good one to do. So like this little leaf here, I kind of bent the stem because I want it to come down a little bit, and I just thought that was really cute and pretty, but it all really comes together. Now, if you do not have one of these Surebonder glue pots, may I suggest that you maybe ask for one for Christmas, put it on a wish list. If you can't get one right now, they are worth the money. They're around $40. But if you are an avid crafter, and if you are an avid crafter with florals, this is really one of those tools that you really need. I have them in my, I think my Walmart storefront and my Amazon storefront, but you can purchase them at like Hobby Lobby as well. So I just am going to keep filling things in, and that is kind of the key. You're gonna stop and look and see where you need to add more to kind of make your arrangement the way that you want it. And I just keep working with this, and I get it to the point where like, okay, I like the way this looks. So now we're on the back, and I really am going to just kind of add a little bit more because I want the fullness to be there. And then just take a floral pen like I just did, and you can run it through the back of your pumpkin, and it will kind of help push things forward, and that's really super duper helpful. So we're gonna need something to hang this on, right? So I have this really pretty lace ribbon. I will see if you can still get this. I think I got this at the Wreath shop, but it's really pretty, and I just add a little bit of hot glue with these floral picks, and that's how we're going to secure it all. It's pretty easy to do, and it's just, you know, you're going to want to do a few of them and be careful. Do not burn yourself. I have burnt myself using this glue pot, not because of its malfunction, it's because of me. But if you like to craft, number one, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. I'd love to have you. And we're here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what are you doing? Make sure you're here every Sunday night or watch a little later. But I give this stuff away through my email list. So if you're not on my email list, you're going to want to be there, because we do these little forms. You fill it out. We do not keep the information. We just need to know who we're sending the wreath to if you get picked, okay? It's really simple. So we did the same thing on the other side with little pens, and then I just took a little bit of twine. You could take more of this ribbon if you wanted to do more of a bow at the top, but I wanted to keep it pretty simple. All right, so you can get on my email list if you're not already there. In the description box, I'll have a link for you. So this is when I figured out that the side that I was supposed to be showing this had markers on it. That side, yeah. And I didn't want that marker to show. So I know that it's not going to fit it exactly because of the way I cut it, but that's okay. We don't need to have perfection here. We just need to be creative, and that's what I always encourage you to do. We're just going to glue that down to the surface of our pumpkin. And then I'm going to do one more thing, because I'm going to trim off the excess felt. Okay, so that's important to know. But then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get some of my pens. I'm going to add a little bit more glue. And these little pens are called quilter's pen. They're like a T pen. And really any type of pen will do. I know I say pen and it sounds like the same thing, but I think it's where I was raised in Southern Ohio that comes from. But this way it will keep everything connected and it'll lay flatter on your door. But this is how she turned out. I think she's super duper cute. So let's have some bonus craft time, okay? We're gonna take another one of those foam pumpkins. I had this one from last year, and we're gonna put a nice layer of the adhesive for the metallics. So just be careful you don't put too much adhesive. I think that was kind of part of my problems. I put a little bit too much on, but at the same time, you want to make sure you put enough on. So there's like this little happy medium that you have to find, and you'll find it. It's great. It's great fun to kind of do something new and different. But we did the bottom of this, and then I set it on like a little Dollar Tree little votive that I had so that it could dry and it wouldn't stick to your surface, because I did a mistake with another craft that we're going to show you. See this little votive cup I used from Dollar Tree, and I just used that to flip it over and then get the bottom. I didn't get all the bottom because of course it was going to be sitting down somewhere, but you don't need to cover quite all of that. But that's what we did for this one, and it's just going to turn out super cute. But listen guys, if you love Julie's Wreath Boutique, you're going to love Julie's Crafting Boutique. What is that? You're probably asking while I'm painting this pumpkin. That is a monthly membership that I have exclusively for people on Facebook, and we make a special project with just me, and I answer a lot of questions, and it's just a really good time. You can either use your own products, or you can order the wreath kit. But if you're interested in that, please check down in the description box below. We have so many products and projects, I should say, that we have used and made, and you will have access to it all. It is a monthly membership. It does cost $14.99 a month, but make sure to check that out if that's something that you would like to get to know me better, get in a community of like-minded crafters, and we have a lot of fun. So it's a little bit different than here on YouTube because we really take our time. and I really make sure that you can craft with me at the same time I'm crafting. And yeah, I'm struggling here a little bit. I'm on the struggle bus, but I love this transfer. I got this too because I want to try it on a piece of furniture. I just love the look of it. And we're going to put that to the side. We're going to start adding it to the bottom here, and then we're going to kind of cut away at the excess and use that as well to adhere to it. Now remember, you got to keep in mind, because this has like curves to it, you kind of have to work with it. It's gonna take a little bit of patience, all right? And I know you guys are capable of it, but it's gonna turn out really super cute. The only thing I wish I would have done in this next step, of course, is just using your brush and making sure that you get that transfer on to whatever it is that you're working with. I wish I would have taken the stem and used the gold transfer metallic foils on that, and I think it would have really popped, but I forgot to do that, and I had already glued it in, and I was like, oh, I should have gone back and done that, but that's okay. We can learn from my mistake. So then you're going to just start taking all of this foil off, and you can see where I'll go back and maybe rub it a little bit more to kind of get that print on it, but it just turns out really pretty. And again, I feel like I was a little heavy-handed with my adhesive on this project, so I would go back and maybe take some of it off because I needed some of it to dry some more, but I think it turned out super cute. So let me show you the finished product. Oh, she's so pretty, and I think because I didn't make this gold, I feel like the little stem would have like kind of popped out because it's so similar to colors that was in the foil, but I am so pleased with it. It'll be really pretty on my mantle and with my other collection of pumpkins. Did I mention I have a lot of pumpkins? But I wanted to show you an idea of, those little boxes that you might be able to find at like Dollar Tree. Well, why not add some adhesive to those and make a special kind of customized little box? And you could use this for gift giving, or maybe just a really cute little like ornamental piece on your tables that you could put little treats for your dog in. Or can you tell I have one of those? Yeah, she has treats out in the sunroom. But so we're just gonna let that sit for an hour, and then we're going to add some foil to it, and then we did the top as well. So these are the two foils that we're going to use, and as you can see, it dries pretty clear. And we are going to lay the kind of, is this cheetah? Would you guys call that cheetah? I'm not really sure. I get this or maybe is it leopard? So you're just going to put it on all sides. Again, this is a flat surface, which is so much easier to do it on, but the reward of it is really, really cool. So make sure you get your little scrub brush, and you're going to scrub, and then you're going to peel off that foil, and you're going to see this really cute little top of this box. So it's super duper cute. Remember that some of these little things that I'm doing, it's kind of going a little bit faster than normal. So as you can see, it starts to come off, and isn't that cute? Now I did have to set this to the side and let it dry a little bit before I could use the top and the bottom. This was my mistake right there. What do you think that my mistake was? My mistake was I set that box on my surface, and it did pull up a little bit of the cardboard, but honestly, you can't really tell. So I just kept going with it. Don't lay an adhesive covered object on your work surface. You want to kind of hold it up and not, especially if it's like a cardboard like this, I should say. So I thought this was super pretty. These were actually foils I already had on hand. These are just really nice foils. I do know that they do sell some of these over on Amazon too, but I will try to leave you all the links of the foils that I did use, and make sure to use my coupon code to do this. And this is just a really fun, it's just a fun little craft to do, and I think it turned out really, really cute. So hope you guys make some of these for Christmas gifts. I think this will be really fun. Now, this is a candelabra that I had bought last year on clearance from Hobby Lobby. I think I got it 90% off. Big win, big score there. And I wanted to add this to our video today because I just wanted to kind of show you what I make with it, but we are going to be using this in a future craft very soon, okay? But I think that this is a great product the foils to take what you already have, like I mentioned before, and transform it instead of going out and buying something else different. And I have a lot of things like this that I'm like kind of tired of the color and I would like to change it. And I'm really into the golds right now, so I feel like this is really kind of my kind of aesthetic. But you're going to do this the same way you did everything else. Now, I kind of like the way that this one turned out because it gives it more of an antique look because we have all these little curves. And here's the thing. Because this is white, it's kind of hard to tell if I put the adhesive everywhere. So I was able to you know, scrub this down and then take the foils off. And where I felt like, oh man, I missed that point, I just added a little bit more adhesive and I came back an hour later and added more foils to it. But I think it turned out super cute. And this was so much fun. This whole project, this whole video was a lot of fun. I love fall. Fall is my favorite time of year. So if you watch this whole video for me, will you leave me like a fall leaf, a fall pumpkin, something to do with fall in the comments below? Will you make sure you're on my email list? It's in the description box. Remember, I give my wreaths away. I don't sell them anymore. And if you're interested in Julie's crafting boutique, I would love to have you. It's a little bit different than here on YouTube. If you love what you get on YouTube, there's no worries. Don't worry about it. But if you want a little bit more of a one-on-one experience and get to find some other crafters who love the art of crafting, we just have a really good time together and we make bows and we do all sorts of things, kind of a little bit more slower pace. So I'd love to have you there. But guys, this was a fun project and I'm gonna show you here in a moment how all three of these turned out. The exception, I would have made the stem of the pumpkin gold. I think that would have been really, really cute. But I think it turned out really pretty. I really feel like that candlestick really went up in like opulence. But listen guys, we're here every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And if you love to craft, I want you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we will see you next time on Julie's Wreath Boutique. Have a great day.